Go. In studio with us is one of my favorite people on earth, and she is just delighted to be here. If you can see her face right now, she is exquisitely smiling. It's the beautiful Shannon Simon with Floor to Ceiling. How are you, Shannon?
Good morning, Eric. I'm good today. Thanks for having me back. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. Hey, new gig, Floor to Ceiling. You've been doing interior design for a while, but you've landed at this wonderful company. Tell me all about it.
It is a wonderful company. They really do everything from floors to ceiling, and then everything in
clever
between.
Clever name. I see what they did there.
Yeah, it's great. It's been a wonderful transition in there. Great people to work with, great products to sell, so it's a whole package.
So if I were to stop into Floor to Ceiling, and by the way, where is it located?
We are on the I-29 frontage road, 360 36th Street South in Fargo.
Okay, so right between Main Avenue and 13th on the frontage road.
Yes.
If I were to stop in, and if I walked in and said, I need to see Shannon, what in the world would you do for me when I showed up?
I would come and greet you with a smile, and then we'd get started on what you're looking for. We have flooring products, we have Hunter Douglas blinds, lots of cabinets that can fit anywhere from a laundry room to a kitchen to a bathroom and kind of any other space that you might want some cabinets. Can help with some paint selections. We don't sell paint, but can help you put the whole project together with your colors.
Oh, nice. And you have an exquisite eye for detail, Shannon. In fact, a lot of the choices that my wife and I made in our own personal home, you came and helped us with in terms of finishing touches and tying things together. So you are in good hands if you go and visit Shannon. But Shannon, I want to talk trends right now, things that are happening in the market. We've seen wood choices go from, I'd say, the 90s and 2000s and the early on from oak, to then it's moved to birch, then it moved to alder and a darker stain. What are you seeing now in terms of stain color and color choices for kitchens and bathrooms?
The gray trend is still really hot. Gray is a neutral color. We don't see it going away anytime soon. Using the alder as your wood species in your cabinets and trim is still a great option because it takes color so well, and especially all of the gray tones. Still seeing a lot of the dark espresso for color choices, but also a lot more of the grays, like a battleship gray, light grays, dark grays. Our favorite color at Floor to Ceiling right now is pumice, which is kind of an in-between gray and brown.
Isn't that the thing that my wife uses to like scrape off the calluses on her feet?
We try to think of it more as a really pretty color on your cabinets.
So you take, with the color of pumice, explain that to me, because I'm just going to dig myself a deep hole if my wife is listening.
Yes, so you can use a pumice stone in a couple of different ways, but using it as a color on a cabinet is a beautiful neutral color. It's a light gray with kind of some tan undertones.
Okay, in studio with us again, Shannon Simon of Floor to Ceiling, and we're talking about trends right now. Sounds like gray is it. And dark is still there. What about white? Because I still hear a lot of people saying, I want white cabinets. I want to go with something that's a clean, fresh look.
White painted cabinets are still a really great option. Those probably won't go, they're not going to go out of style anytime soon. Seeing a lot more maybe making a little bit more creamier, like more of the French vanilla or a creamy white instead of a really stark bright white. That's another way to kind of keep it neutral and keep it lasting a lot longer in your space.
So people are even like antiquing some of these cabinets, right? Like they'll take, instead of white, they're going to go with an off-white or a cream, right? And then they're going to give it a bit of a rustic look with some low lights.
Absolutely. Just like you do in your hair, you can do it to your cabinet doors.
Wow, we're talking about a full body makeover right now. Pumice stones and hair dye so far. We're off to a great start.
It all comes together. Your style shows everything from what you wear to what's in your house.
I love it. Now, Shannon, if I came to you and I had some ideas, is there an expense for us to talk at Floor to Ceiling for you to give us some ideas, or is it just an expense if we actually hire you to come to our house or hire you to fit up our place?
Correct. We do offer some design services, and then you pay when you purchase the products.
So we can get some free stuff if we want.
Oh, well, we'll talk when you come in.
You're going to be in so much trouble with the owners in your mouth. No, not at all. I've been to Floor to Ceiling, and boy, you have a huge selection there, wouldn't you say?
We do. Like I said, there's everything from solid hardwood floors to laminate floors, sheet vinyl floors, lots of carpet, enough carpet to make you wander all day long, and then some really great displays to show you ways that we can use our products in kitchens.
So, final tip, Shannon, if you could give one piece of advice to folks that are listening, and if they could do one little spruce up tip, maybe on their own or for a low cost, to make their house shine and give it a new feel, a new pop, a new wow, what would you suggest that they do?
I think countertops are something that get overlooked quite often. Whether you just replace the countertops in your kitchen or maybe the top in your bathroom vanity, you might not be able to replace the whole cabinet, but by changing that countertop, it's going to really freshen it up and give you a good look. You can do a laminate countertop, fairly inexpensive, all the way up to something granite to really make it shine.
Awesome. Shannon, we're going to have you stick around. You have been a superstar in my life for a long time now, not only as a friend and not only as somebody who I trust in the industry, but heck, you're a client now too.
I am.
We're going to talk about that after the break of your exciting go. Again, Floor to Ceiling, what is the address if people want to come and see you?
Great. 360 36th Street South in Fargo, and our phone number 237-6601.
Shannon Simon with Floor to Ceiling. We're going to have you stick around after the break. But in the meantime, go to livefargomoorhead.com, check out what your home is worth, and view a few beautiful properties on the market. This is Real Estate Radio with Erik Hatch.